Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
A10454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Hawkeye Episode 1, the new Disney Plus series, and it's the one where they introduced Kate Bishop and everything. And for a first episode, it's okay.
Yeah.
Middling. It's middling. It's meh.
Almost, what, 6?
Yeah, about a 6. It's not, again, you turned in a passing homework assignment, but you didn't wow me.
Yeah.
I'm not falling in love with this new character.
And the most exciting parts are the B plot.
Yeah.
Not the A plot.
Everything with Hawkeye, with Clint and his family. That would be a much better show.
Yeah.
But they're just setting up, here's all the replacements for all our Avenger characters.
And that was the Disney show too.
Yeah, the replacements. You remember that damn cartoon? Kate. She looks like the character from the comic. She has like a sassy attitude. But can we just stop with I have a sassy attitude and I'm a girl.
Yeah.
My power is being a girl.
Yeah. It's getting kind of tired.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's not interesting. It's just one dimensional.
Every female character is, I'm really good. Everyone doubts me. Oh, the men think because I'm just a girl, I can't get the job done, and I'm going to show them. I just described every female Marvel superhero in the last 25 years.
Yeah, right.
Every new one.
Yeah. There has not been one that's been just like super happy or super just like,
It's so funny. The funny thing is Kamala Khan started that way, and then everyone who writes her just writes her however the hell they want to write her.
Right.
But I don't know. We open up and this is like during 2012. Like, it must be the first Avenger attack. So we see little Kate, and they are in a pretty nice ass apartment in New York City. This is a penthouse. They effing mean penthouse.
Oh, this is a multi-million-dollar
It had
home.
like 3 stories.
Yeah.
On top of a pen. I'm like,
and
wow.
you can see that she has a bunch of trophies, so she's very smart and very athletic, but she's still just a little girl. And the parents are like arguing about money.
Yeah.
And then, then they can hear that Kate's been listening, so, you go talk to her. Because I guess she's a daddy's girl. She doesn't really like mom. She likes dad because dad's awesome. Mom suck. Yeah. So the dad goes up there, talks to her. You shouldn't be eavesdropping. I don't want to move. All the kid stuff. Then she's like, we're not going to have to move. So there must be something to do with money. You think the mom?
I'm calling it from a little bit might be wrong.
Maybe the mom's a bad guy?
Mom's a bad guy.
That'd be cool. Because
the way it's setting up, even in this first episode, like that, I'm like... And the way she kind of played aloof and a lot of things, I'm like, gosh, she's probably a bad guy.
So when we get to the parts, I'll talk about it. But then the dad's like, it's going to be okay. I got plans. We don't have to move. Then the mom's like, because she feels bad because like she can't connect with her daughter. She's going to connect with the dad. Then she's like, come on, mom's pretty cool too. So like, go get the checkerboard and we'll play a match. Then that's when the invasion happens. So the house is shaking. He's like, what's going on? Then like the parents disappeared.
Right.
For like about 10 minutes, you're like, what's going on?
Yeah,
here?
She's running around the penthouse. Do you think if you heard even if it was just an earthquake, Kate, oh my God, where's my daughter? But you didn't hear that right away.
No.
What?
And she was calling for her mom for like a good minute. Like, Mom,
where
are you?
The only thing I can imagine, they don't show this. The only thing I can imagine is some of those aliens kicked in the door and the mom and dad were like fighting them off downstairs. That's the only way you wouldn't go get your daughter because she's like wandering around the penthouse and she can't find anybody.
For a second, you think it can't be the snap because you don't see anything. At first, you're like, what the hell's going on? It's got to be the first attack.
Right. Even after, say you're outside your house, you hear an explosion, you'd be like, hey, is everyone all right? Like, even that. And that was like literally the sky was falling. Bad guys are showing up.
Yeah, the aliens, because you can see like those big giant like whale-looking aliens or whatever. But then like big old thing rocks the house and I guess the whole like side of the building got ripped off. And then she's just standing there and then she sees one of the Shatari guys coming in and it's going to kill her. But then the arrow hits in and she sees like Hawkeye fighting. Then he jumps off the building and does his thing. So I guess that was like her inspiration to become...
Which isn't a bad thing.
You should always be inspired by your heroes. But that's when the mom's like, okay, we got to get out of here. We have to go. And it's like, where's dad? Is his dad okay? Then it just cuts to later on. I guess the dad died.
Right, which is a little suspect. Like, I'm like being too much reading into it.
But you didn't show the dad like fighting off an alien or something falling on him.
Right.
Nothing. It was just, he's dead.
And they were having an argument. I'm not trying to be, CSI detective here, but...
But it doesn't seem like they have money problems anymore.
Right.
What happened?
See, that's more interesting than what they show.
How does she have her money? What is it? Did they do with it banking, mutual funds? Why do they have money?
I don't know. Maybe he had a big life insurance policy.
Yeah, but like, how did they have money for that penthouse?
I don't.
Yeah, they're just rich people.
And the dad was doing something. Apparently.
Well, it seemed like from what I could tell when she was arguing with the wife is that maybe he inherited it.
Yeah,
and I think he inherited that place. I don't think he did anything.
But then we see the daughter's like, what if they come back again? She goes, don't worry, the heroes will save us. She's like, I want to buy, you get to give me a bow and arrow. So then it kind of shows the opener, and it shows like that pop art where it's like all shadow and everything. It looks pretty good.
They didn't show the opening like they normally do for all Marvel stuff.
It doesn't even matter.
I know, but I thought that was just weird.
It doesn't even matter. I bet you the next episode they do.
From some of the pop art, it did show that she was like Olympic style skills.
She's very adept in everything, which is nice and all, but she is still like 125 pounds.
Right, and we'll talk about this later on in the episode. Just because you fight people for like sport doesn't mean it's gonna be the same as life and death.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about.
But obviously, it is in Marvel. If you're a girl, it is.
Yeah.
And then we get to her being an adult or a young adult.
About 20 maybe.
Yeah, so she's like climbing up a building, and you see the clock tower, and then her friend's like, "Oh, I bet you can't do it," and then they have all the witty dialogue. So what rings in a bell? The bell or the dingly thing in the inside? And they have like, I think it's the thing, little swingy thing in the middle. Actually, it's both. I'll cut that out. God, it's just stupid. The dialogue is stupid. It's Josh Whedon-esque, like Buffy, where everyone's just so witty. Yeah. Then she tries to shoot the bell, and it doesn't make a loud noise. It barely makes like a dung, and like, oh, that was underwhelming. But then she like does it to where she makes the word swings and hits the little dingly thingy. How does she? If she can't even visually see it. So she's that good. She knows how.
She knows math.
Yeah, she passed her math class. Yeah. So now she's the best at everything.
Of course.
So she does that. It makes the bell ring, but I guess this is like an old bell that wasn't supposed to be ringing, so it actually made the tower like fall apart. Then her two friends like ditch her. They just run off.
Which is funny.
Then she gets like arrested, or even just caught by like campus security. Yes, so we don't even know what this is. I thought it was a cop, but I guess it's campus security. So I'm like, oh, I guess she got arrested. But then we get to the actual interesting part where Clint's with his family, and they go to that Steve Rogers like musical.
I forget what it's called.
It's called Rogers.
Rogers, yeah. There's a good.
So there's like Broadway, and they're all dancing around. It's like the first attack, but like the musical version, and everyone's like bouncing around, and Clint's like, oh my God, what am I watching? And the stupid thing is, he's like, I lived through this. It'd be like almost someone who lived through D-Day. And then watching a magical, super happy, fun version of it. Everyone like that when I was down there.
Exactly. Those turrets were pretty fly.
And the daughter's kind of like, come on, this is okay. And he's just like, what are we doing here? What's going on?
And like this is the more interesting part. He's having a struggle with...
She's Black Widow. The girl playing Black Widow on stage. Because they're going down and they're like, oh, Tony Stark has his armor and this and Black Widow. And then they're doing
Hulk
like...
Smash.
And then he sees the girl playing Black
Widow. Starts to like...
He starts fading out. And he has a PTSD. He has a post-traumatic stress disorder. And he, I guess, turned off his hearing aid. I guess he has an hearing aid. Didn't know that. Yeah. But then he was just zoning out. And even the daughter was like, hey, Dad. Dad? Yeah. Oh, everything's fine. Yeah, he was somewhere else.
Right. Yeah. And he's kind of almost having like a Tony Stark moment where people recognize him, but he doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it at all.
He doesn't like people knowing that he was Hawkeye.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel bad because sometimes, when you do get either celebrity or famous... You kind of want to go back and just be. I'm just me.
Yeah, and but the thing is, this isn't unlike a singer where you were to entertain people. He was just trying to do the best he can with the skills that he had.
And he did go Black Ops.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was looking to be like the poster boy.
So he gets affected so much he goes to the bathroom. I gotta go. He gets out of there.
And it's like someone else notices him in the audience, and it's like a little kid. It's like we can't be, but he's going to just go take a piss, and then someone like graffiti Thanos was right, and then he's like.
I know.
Yeah, that guy, if it wasn't for that guy, now would still be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, another guy's, like, taking a piss next to him. Oh, can I get a selfie? He's like, dude, I'm taking a piss.
Yeah, not right now.
Oh, and then he's like, washing hands. Well, what about now? Dude, just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. Yeah. But then this whole family comes out there, and they kind of just, like, let's get out of here. This thing is kind of silly.
Yeah, he's out. He even leaves the thing to go outside, gets some fresh air. Yeah,
right. Then his little son's like, "Oh, why is everyone seeing me?"
He's like, "I don't know." Because I was there. You know who wasn't there? That guy, the guy playing Hawkeye. And he's like,
yeah, super nice.
I love how the whole thing is like, I could do this all day. Like, oh God.
And that's the main theme. Yeah.
But he's like, you know what? I guess the mom isn't there. The mom's back home. What did they say? Why the mom was back home?
I don't know. I don't remember. She later on in the episode, she says, "I want you to spend time with."
Oh, she wanted you to spend time with the kids because the whole being away from them. Then they go to like a restaurant, and then he's just trying to be a dad. Oh, what kind of fun things you guys want to do? Oh, let's decorate a tree. Like, he just wants to be a dad. Mm-hmm. He wants to do stuff with his family, and I think that's cool. I like that because I think the whole show should have been about him dealing with his PTSD,
That would have been far more
and
interesting.
him dealing with, okay, I want to be a good dad. Then like stuff's happening. Well, do I ignore it to be a good dad, or do I go save people?
There you go.
But when you have the abilities to do things, it's kind of like I think my most favorite line in all Spider-Man is in Spider-Man 2 when he's looking at the windows like, am I not allowed to be happy and have the things I want?
See, the dilemma of a superhero, that's what we like to see. Those kind of situations.
But see, what even added with Clint Barton, the extra layer to it is because Black Widow died for this.
Yeah.
So now he has to feel compelled to be a family man. Now it's kind of like
because
that.
she's like, you have a family, Clint, go be with your family. So it's like, see, it's an emotional mess.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't care about Little Miss Perfect White Girl. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about Kate. I don't care. She didn't win me over.
Her storyline is so
guys, she has the superpower of being a privileged white girl. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
She's super rich. She's white. She has access to anything she could possibly ever want. Then we find out that I guess the mom's talking to her and she's like, well, I wish I didn't have to pay for that thing. So she didn't get in trouble for it. They just had to pay for it.
Yeah, I know.
So how effing rich are they?
You gotta be a multi-millionaire to pay for that.
Yeah, because that was like a whole structure thing.
Yeah. And probably an ancient bill that probably cost them like $1 million, $2 million to fix.
Right, and then also you usually get expelled from schools after
Yeah,
that.
and then it's not like
destroying property.
Well, she's just a bad girl. It's okay. Slap on the wrist. That's what it is.
The mom paid for it.
Yeah.
The mom's dressed like a bozo clown. It's like she's wearing like a bed sheet of a dress. It looks ridiculous.
It's too big on her. And then she's saying, well, we're going to go to this charity thing tonight. Not charity, but some kind of event, whatever.
Yeah.
And I want you to wear this red dress I got you. And, of course, she's not going to do it.
Yeah, because
and she, of course, shows up in the most ridiculous man suit that you could find.
Yeah, because, like, I guess the mom has, like, a boyfriend. And, of course, she hates him.
Yeah.
And he's a white guy. He seems a little goofy, but are they setting him up to be a bad guy?
Well, I hope he's not a bad guy.
I don't know, but they're kind of setting him up to be a bad guy.
I'm thinking maybe he's a decent guy, the mom's a bad guy. That's what I'm setting it up. Hopefully that would be kind of like a good twist to do.
Yeah, and the mom was evil from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So we had that. The Kate storyline sucks. But they go to Clint and his family go to a Chinese restaurant, and the mom calls and they're talking. Hey, mom! And I love it. That's like family stuff. Then like the guy's like, okay, let's get ready to go, and the guy's like, oh, the bill's on me. He's like, no, you don't have to. He's like, no, you saved our city. I'm gonna.
At this point, I couldn't make a point. You should leave a big tip.
Yeah,
that's what I did. Leave a $200 tip.
If that was the case, I'd be like, okay, man, thanks for the meal. Boom, I'd leave like a $500 tip.
Yeah, but again though, it still makes him feel weird.
It makes him feel weird. He doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it.
Just say, what do you guys want to do? Let's go see the tree and Rockefeller Sun. Okay, we'll do that. What do you want to do? We'll watch a Christmas marathon. Okay, we'll do that.
Gingerbread.
Let's make gingerbread houses. Yeah. I see. I'd rather watch Clint go be a dad with his family with no action.
Yeah, I'd rather see those events.
Yeah,
like them doing Home Alone and then seeing cookies.
Because I want to see him have a life with his family.
I don't want to see Kate be all bitchy face every time she looks. My mom's got a boyfriend and she needs to be unhappy forever.
Right.
Why can't she be happy?
It's been like 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, so she's supposed to just be a widow forever.
Because remember, the Marvel timeline, they're a little bit ahead of us, like a year or two. So yeah, it's been 10 years.
10 years.
Come on now.
It's so much. I hate my dad, my mom's boyfriend. He's a jerk.
And then she shows up in the suit. And
she's wearing like an all black suit, and it looks awful.
And she looks just like the catering staff.
Yeah, like the waiters and stuff walking around. And like people keep like, and her hair's even messy. It's like he didn't even try.
Right.
Just to piss her mom off. So like people keep like mistaking her for like staff.
Well, do you blame them?
then like this old man walks up to her, and it's like, oh, you're the little bishop girl. Then he's like, you're the little B word. I was like, oh damn, what a jerk.
Disney got real.
Yeah, hey, you little. But he's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, I guess that's his son. Yeah. The mom's dating this old man's son.
So that would be like technically
grandfather-in-law.
Yeah, and then he ends up telling her that they're engaged. Like,
I would like for you to wear something a little more feminine at the wedding. What wedding? Then he has like, oh dang, I let the bill spill the beans on this one. So then she gets all even more. My mom wants to get married.
But he agrees with her though.
He's like, I don't like I think my son might be jumping the gun on this. I try to talk him out of it. So maybe it's a son where his dad's evil and he doesn't like his dad. Yeah, maybe the dad's evil.
And then that could be a plot point too, because then he's like, oh yeah, let me go try to talk to your prize of a mother.
Yeah, because Kate goes, well, then he must hit the jackpot because he got my mom. And then he's like, well, and he almost, in a weird way, almost says, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Kind of said that maybe that she hit the jackpot with him.
Yeah.
But she doesn't say that, but it kind of felt like he was trying to say that.
And then he brings his grandson, which is like a little kid, and it's like this weird, awkward moment. He's like, Grandpa, I don't want to be here. Like,
Yeah, because this is like an adults party.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
wanna
wanna
he's
go
like
home.
10 or 12.
Yeah, he's a little guy.
Yeah, I want to
And
go
it's
home.
like, and then there's Kate wearing her. She doesn't even. Some girls can pull off a suit. Maybe she did her hair, and if she was wearing more of a, if it was like cut more for a girl, but it's definitely a guy's cut
Right.
because
Yeah,
it kind of
it
has
is.
more of a broader shoulders, and it looks awful on
And
her.
also, I would have
Bad.
wrote this scene a little different. I would have had her showed up in the red dress to kind of like, you
Okay, mom wants me to.
know, right, I'll meet you halfway. And then she heard that, then I could totally see her
Then she grabs one of the jackets off the thing and
Yeah.
covers up, saying, "Well, I did this for you, and this you're gonna hide behind my back."
Yeah, see, that makes more sense, but nope.
Right.
Yeah, but then she ends up talking to the mom, and she kind of said, "Man, I can't believe we're getting married." But I guess the husband to be kind of walks off, and then of course Kate, being who she is just like, I want to spy on everybody. Remember how she was like snooping when she was a little girl? That's what she likes to do.
Yeah. She's a
She
snooper.
gets it on people's business.
He's zipping on his father.
Yeah, because like then like everyone kind of walks away and she's all pissy, but then she sees the mom walk away with the dad, and they're arguing about something. We don't know what they're arguing about, but it's getting kind of heated.
And it's like, I have powerful friends. And then I think the mom says something weird, like something like threatening too.
Yeah, like they
Remember?
were going back and forth, and the daughter's like, "What was that about, Mom?" "Oh, I don't even know what he's going on about." But I think the mom might be evil.
Right. And it's funny because it's tying in with Clint's whole, oh, he was Ronin, he killed a lot of gangsters. What if that mom was a mobster?
What if she was on the next list?
Yeah.
Maybe also with her, maybe she was once a good person back in 2012, but once the husband died,
Had to
well,
get my money.
I had to save my family. I had to save the house.
I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I think that would be a fun twist, because then it makes the mom the bad guy, and then like
Yeah.
the new dad was just a guy.
Right. And
Like maybe his dad was bad, but maybe he's not bad.
and then it could kind of explain this weird kind of adoption by the Clint family to Bishop.
Yeah, because
like
if she loses, because if her mom gets like arrested at the end of the series,
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like a
She
crime
can,
boss.
Oh, you can live with us. Yeah.
So she goes and follows the grandpa, like I guess there's like a downstairs like wine cellar area. But of course, since she's dressed like the staff, even though she had no idea the staff would dress that way, she just picks up a tray and walks in there.
Right. And then also, if it's the underground secret stuff, they're going to know exactly who's supposed to be down there.
Yeah, they're not stupid. And they know that it's supposed to be stuff that's maybe been not taken, but probably they took it by illegal means.
Yeah, it's because there's an auction. I'm like, oh god, is this taken? Are they auctioning off like children and
Thank
stuff?
God. I know that probably we were sure that wasn't the case, but you never know.
You
Yeah.
never know, yeah.
Because you see the dad, and the dad's like, this seat's taken, the son sits next to him.
Just
Then it's
piss
like
him
just to
off.
be like a jerk.
Yeah.
Then we see like, oh, some skull. Like, oh, it's like art.
Yeah.
Stolen
Oh,
art.
okay,
and
that's
stuff.
fine. Okay.
Then like Kate's like watching like from like the wine balls. It'd been funny if she'd been standing with the wine balls look like her eyeballs.
Coke bottles.
And then you see her eyes get all big.
Literally like Coke bottles. They did like a
See,
cartoon.
that would have been funny.
In different angles, so it's like she's like shocked, her mouth's open, but it's a big old wine
It
bottle.
was like the big old eye from like Spies,
Yeah.
like friggin' the Spies Like Us, not
Yeah.
Spies Like Us, but Top Secret.
Yeah. He's all, oh, his eyes all huge.
It was all huge.
At least they could have done funny things. But like, then the guy's like, what are you doing down here? I thought I was the only one working. Oh, Gary said I could work tonight. Is this the funny?
Is
this
the
the
first
funny-
I don't even know who Gary is.
She just made up a name.
Made up a name.
So then I guess the next item on the auction list is Ronin's sword.
Yeah.
Which is
So
sick.
they got this stuff from the compound that
She
was
goes
destroyed.
during the Avenger collapse, they got some items out of there. Maybe this was stuff that was sold by the Vulture's crew.
Probably. That'd be a good tie-in.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
So I guess it's like, oh, they give like a little history about how the Ronin killed all those people. Then the dad wants to buy it. Why does the dad want it so bad? Then the son starts bidding against him.
He goes,
You have no money. He's like, well, it's gonna be mine anyway. So he gets like basically.
you're
they're
bidding
both-
against myself. Stop doing that.
He's just to piss his dad off.
Yeah.
So like I guess I'm going for like 400 grand or whatever, and then that one Gary, the guy comes down. Is like, who are you? Oh, Gary said I could work. I'm Gary.
How lucky with that?
And then she goes, you know what, Gary? You don't even remember who I am. I can't work here anymore. Which is kind of a funny line. He's like,
She's, I'm gonna quit.
yeah. He's like, what's going on? Then she's like, oh, I gotta get the hell out of
You
here.
can't quit. Like, get back here.
Then the next item on the auction is the Ronin suit, the actual like cloak and everything. Then I'm like, okay, that's how she ends up getting it. Then yeah, she's like hiding from like security and stuff. Then big explosion happens. So there's people coming in still. Wouldn't it be great if this was Vulture's crew sold the items, then we're stealing them back again, making double profit?
Yeah,
That'd be
probably
cool.
could.
So you big explosion. Then we're thinking, oh god, did the son abandon his dad because he went and grabbed the sword and took off?
I know.
He kind of did.
He kind of abandoned his dad.
Yeah,
like holy crap,
exactly.
dude! Like
That
that's
was-
ridiculous.
That was weird.
So like, oh, is the son? So do we think the son's a bad guy?
You know what? I think it's being too heavy-handed that he's a dude.
I think he's a regular rich jerk.
Right.
Not evil, just a jerk.
Which I hope that's the case.
The dad actually might be evil.
And
I really think the mom is evil.
Because remember when they were first spitting on the sword, they said, "Oh, I kill mobsters," and he has that look on his face like, "Yeah, you freaking,
those are my buddies."
Yeah.
Right, and then I'm thinking because maybe that's why the mom wants to marry him because he's just a rich jerk that no one's gonna suspect.
Could be.
So during all, then I can drain his money.
Yeah.
Maybe she's a Black Widow.
Yeah.
So during this whole you see guys coming in, oh, we're looking for the watch, everything else is secondary. So there's something special about an Avengers watch. So probably Tony Stark's watch probably gets into something. Yeah. There's probably a underground thing in the Avengers Tower that they can't open up
and
or something.
And we have like a few minutes go. We got to get this done and get it smash and grab.
And they go, everything else doesn't matter as long as we get the watch.
Yeah. She ends up getting the Ronin suit and puts on it and it perfectly fits her.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Wouldn't it be great if she put it on and it had like a and it adjusted and adjusted to her because it was like a Tony Stark tech.
Exactly. Why did they do that?
Because they would have been huge. It would have been huge.
It would have been, because here's the thing, even though if she's the same height as Hawkeye,
but not the same mass,
down to his shoulder width and everything, it fits her like perfect.
It would have been like a little kid wearing like dad's suit cap.
And this is probably the worst part coming up when she starts fighting.
And the thing is, they put her in this Ronin costume so it doesn't have to be her doing the stunts. Yeah. Right. Anyways, and she goes on a full ass whoop-a-thon.
And taking full on hits like punches.
We're big guys. I'm pretty sure if I punched that actress in the face, she'd probably end up in the hospital.
Right.
And these are big dudes.
These are dudes.
Yeah.
These are freaking thugs. These aren't just like, if she was fighting the wait staff to try to hold her back, okay, and get her, she can kick regular dudes' butts.
Right.
But these guys, there's times where they're getting clean shots. Ugh, like in her gut, she'd be down for the effing count.
Right.
Maybe the wind would be knocked out of her, and she'd fall right to the ground.
It really, I feel bad because it really does pull you out of the show because you're like...
She's not a superhero.
Right. I believe Thor can shoot lightning in real life than this. Than her taking all these punches.
Clint Barton was Special Force trained. This girl was really good at karate.
Right. Freaking Black Widow was trained from birth and was given special freaking tactics and training and conditioning.
But not only was it not believable, the fact is the choreography was really poor.
It was just...
Yeah, the thing is, but usually when we see Marvel fights, they're amazing. This was not amazing.
It had a lot of that comedy like stuff, like, oh, the bottle hits the ground and you hit it and it hits him in the face. Like,
oh, so he grabbed the pipe and it was like doing like a neck choke with their legs, kind of like how Black Widow would. Right. But then the pipe breaks and that's enough to flip that guy over. That dude looks like he weighs 260. She weighs 125. Yeah, no.
She could do that all day and she wouldn't be able to punch the guy.
Here's a line of dialogue that would help. It doesn't solve everything, but it would help. Because the mom early on was like, I remember when you got your black belt in karate at like 14. Okay, she's good at karate. Then this is the line that I would add and even have a little flashback. Where the mom's like, I wish you would have used that karate for something good instead of getting in all those fights at school. Then, well, Mom, those people were picking on that kid and I can't just let people do stuff like that. Then show a flashback when she was younger, fighting bullies and stuff all the time.
And she got beat up a little
got beat up a lot, so she can take a punch. Oh, she knows how to get into a street fight.
But no, of course not.
She just gets into a fight with men that were trying to kill her with machine guns and she just comes out smelling like a rose. Even though she takes hits after the fight, she's normal.
Yeah.
She'd be so bruised up. After that fight, she had to be in one of those ice baths. Oh my God, she should be beat to hell.
Right, there isn't even
no busted lip, no black eye, nothing.
And there's not even a scene of like, the adrenaline's in your body, so you're running.
Then after the dump,
and then you turn a corner and you're just like, like.
Well, then you go and like you do like a quick turn, like my rib.
I remember distinctly when they would do Daredevil and Punisher, they'd get beat up and messed up, and these are men, these are big guys.
Yeah, freaking Punisher, Frank Castle.
I know, and he had scars and bleeding, and because you're in a fight.
Not Kate Bishop.
No,
she's just smelling like a rose. So she gets out of there. She's still back. She has the suit.
Yeah.
The dad stole the sword.
Yeah, which kind of retracts.
Yeah, it's like a retractable blade or whatever. It's pretty
That's
cool.
So cool.
Then he goes out and the mom's like, "Oh, Kate, where are you? Then the dad, the husband to be's like, "Oh, what's happening?" But he was like down on that, so he knows what happened. She runs off, but then like people like see her, but they see like the Ronin outfit, like, "Oh my God, it's the Ronin," whatever.
Yeah.
Even though they see like, "Oh, I didn't know the Ronin had such sexy eyes." It's like,
right, because you can look
and then one scene where the dog's attacking one of the people. There's a dog.
Random.
There's another dog. She met a dog, and the dog came back.
Yeah.
Please don't make the dog. I know the dogs in the comics, Please don't make the dog like a scroll or something, or like it's an alien and it's like nose. Please just make it a dog. Just make it a dog.
Because I don't care about the Secret Wars. I think it's gonna be stupid. I don't care about Skrull. I don't care at all.
Yeah, don't make it because like remember how like in Captain Marvel the cats really was one of those monsters.
Yeah.
Please don't do something like that. Just make it a dog. But why would the dog be in that exact scenario?
Right, and yeah, I don't know.
The bad guys found the watch, but then the dog attacked him, and then she saved the dog.
Didn't you think a minute that you thought the dog took the watch? That's what I thought for a minute, but no, he didn't.
No, so the dog's running away, and he sees little Pug go, hey, and he has it on
his wrist. In his mouth.
No, he put it on his nose. And it's like so fake looking. He's like, you can totally tell it's like a puppet.
And then for some reason, the dog, like an idiot, runs in the middle of the street, gonna get freaking ran over.
She saves the dog, and then like, oh, she got away, but she's like running away and like jumping over buildings and everything. It's like, okay, whatever. Get back to Clint's family, like, oh, the part I want to watch. Then they got home for after all the fun activities, and the kid's like, I want a big Christmas tree. They turn on the TV and they see the news. And then...
And he's like, it's too late for television. He's like, we don't need to watch the TV.
He's like, we need to get going. But then they see, like, oh, there's an explosion at this place. And looks like that Ronin that hasn't been seen in all these years. And he's like, oh my God, someone took my persona. And if that person's going around killing people the way I did, I can't let that person do that.
Yeah. Or they're going to be in danger because everyone's going to be after you.
Yeah.
Because that's like putting a big old target on your head.
Because he killed a lot of people.
Yeah. A lot of bad people.
And that dude did mention, like, no one knew his identity.
Yeah.
Even though they could see a clear picture and that's a young woman, but whatever. I guess people are that stupid. Then Clint's like, oh, I've got to go take care of this. Yeah. Get back to Kate. She's running away. She goes to check on that old man, like, and it's because she's like, oh, something must be up. They had that secret auction or whatever. She breaks into his house and the old man's dead. Mm-hmm. Then she goes and touches him and everything.
It looks like he was either shot or stabbed.
Yeah, because it's like he's on the ground like this.
Yeah. And then the maid comes in and says, oh, I'm done with the cleaning. And she goes in, oh my God, get out of there. They're going to think you killed him.
So no one saw her in there, thank God. So she got out of there.
But she did touch that candy,
She touched everything. Oh, butterscotch? Please don't make such a stupid thing when butterscotch comes up again.
It probably will. Don't.
It should be. It should have been Turkish Delight.
Oh, and there was a scene between her and the dog. It was so stupid.
Yeah, she drops the dog off at her apartment and she's like talking to the dog.
And it's not working.
It's not funny.
This cutesy, like, oh, let me pretend I'm talking to the dog.
Do you think he had something to do with this? What like that? What's happening? Do you think that happened? The dog's just sitting there. You must be hungry. Do you eat pizza? Do dogs eat pizza? Oh my goodness, you like pizza. It's a damn dog.
This script is so bad.
Dogs eat their own. Okay.
Right.
They'll eat whatever's in front of them.
They'll eat their own vomit. Okay, it's
what comes out of them. Okay, let's just
especially
put it that
this
way.
dog. This dog looks like he's been on the streets. Okay, it's
with a messed up eye and everything.
Yeah.
So then that's when she went to go check out the
and then she turned off the lights on the poor dog. You don't do that to a dog.
Leave it in the dark. Thank you.
Shut the hell up, dog. So not only does she have that giant penthouse, she has like a bomb apartment too.
Yeah.
Superpowers, a super rich white girl. Then you see a bunch of like gangsters pull up. Ronan, you think he'd be so hide so easily? As soon as they saw him, all these like Russian guys.
Oh yeah,
up.
they're gonna freaking get.
And they have baseball bats and beat that. Here's the thing: you think they just show up with guns? This is America, not some other country. They would have guns.
Yeah.
And then they see him. They see who they think is the Ronin. They'd be like, "So Ronan, you lose 100 pounds and
right?
you got these really cute eyes." it's a girl.
Yeah.
Then she's fighting these guys and she's kind of holding her own, but she's taking again just like before. She's taking hits, but they have no effect.
No.
Like they have the effect of getting punched in the gut, but then 2 seconds later she's fighting back.
Which doesn't make any sense.
There should be a scene where she takes her shirt off and she's just black and blue. Just all effed up. Like, oh God, like she can barely take her shirt off.
One thing I did like, though, when she did try to punch one of them, it didn't even faze him. He laughed. He's like, really?
And she like kicked him in the nuts.
Yeah, which would take him out. But at least it's showing that you're throwing punches against people.
The only thing that made a little sense is that she kind of got away and she like hid in a car.
Right. And
she's just locked the doors. And they're like breaking in and she like doesn't know what to do.
Right. And
at least it showed her she was scared a little bit.
Right. And this
is tiny bit.
This is the other problem, though. Even if I was the other gangsters, like, is this really freaking Ronin?
He's running a little B word.
Yeah, he's running.
This guy was killing mobsters and leaders of like these gangsters and all that.
He went and killed the Yakuza guys that had like samurai ninja warriors, and then me and my freaking Streets of Rage knockoff mobs are getting beating them. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah. That's like losing the very first 2 bad guys in Streets of Rage. It's like, that doesn't happen.
And then
they skate losing to like Jay or something, one of those like generic characters. Like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah, he just gets his butt kicked.
Falls to the ground.
And I hope they do show more of that, though, a little bit with her, because I'm almost like, See, this is what it feels like when people are trying to kill you, not just beat you in a match. Yeah. Not just trying to I'm trying to beat you in fencing or martial arts.
There's a big difference when people are trying to steal something and you're just in the way, as opposed to I need to kill you.
Yeah, I need to die.
Then we hear a bunch of guys getting beat up and go, okay, we know it's Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But we can't see who it is. Then he grabs her, pulls her into an alley. What the heck are you doing? Pulls the mask off and it's a girl and he's like, oh crap. It's like, what the hell?
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, you're Hawkeye. End of the episode. Just okay.
Yeah.
I would like for her to have gotten into that fight. Then after she got away, her hands were shaking because she had to defend herself. She's like, oh my, this was real. And show you that she had, oh my goodness, this is...
You wanted to kill me.
Yeah, these people didn't want to just beat me up. These people didn't just want to teach me a lesson. They wanted to kill me. Nope, I am smelling like a rose because I'm Kate Bishop and I learned karate when I was 15.
The one who has more problems is freaking Clint Barton. He's the one that's getting PTSD. Even when he sees the Ronin on the thing, he's thinking of the time what he did.
Yeah.
How nice would it be if they both had these kind of problems and they were able to help each other through their...
But the thing is, you'd be like, I don't want this for you. I don't want you when you're in your late 30s and you're having flashbacks of all the horrible things you had to do. I don't want that for you, Kate. It's fun because I learned karate when I was 15.
Right. And then you can have it to where, basically maybe even give it back to him by saying, it's I just feel like I have to do something. I can't just sit on the sidelines.
See, that can be a back and forth, but no. It just feels like she's going to
be... We had a better back and forth right now.
It's because it's hashtag girl boss.
Right.
Hashtag slay queen.
Right.
And then another thing, too. Do you think a chance we're going to see her friends again, or they were just there for that
one?
Well,
yeah, those two black friends you had?
They
ditched her. What wonderful friends you had.
I know, right?
Nope.
So that's how the first episode ended.
I'm sorry, I was underwhelmed.
It did not, because again, we're behind. There's 3 episodes are up. I don't feel like watching episode 2 till next week.
Yeah, right.
We're not
I really don't feel like watching it. It isn't like, oh god, I gotta know what happens next. Do I want to know what that watch is? Do I want to know what they're doing in the Avengers?
See, that's
compound?
interesting.
Yeah,
right.
But
I want to see Clint and his family. Definitely yes.
Well, the thing is, they're going to have to leave tomorrow, and he's going to have to stay because, he can't have his family there during all this.
But that's the thing. He's choosing work over family again.
Yeah.
But this girl's going to have all these gangsters after her now because she's a moron.
Yeah, she is. And all they need to do is see a photo of friggin' Ronan going into that place and that mob boss being killed. Oh, that's it, man.
He's at it again.
He's at it again.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't me. So yeah, just okay. Kate Bishop, this girl, I don't know. I really don't know. She wasn't horrific. As an actress, the dialogue is crap.
Yeah.
Sometimes the dialogue is so bad.
The writers on the show were
The action is okay, but it's unbelievable.
But this is written by 2 writers. It seems like the Clint parts are written really well. And this is written like...
The Kate Bishop stuff is kind of lame.
Yeah.
Because again, I can't get over the fact that she's 20-something and beating up career criminals who have probably killed people.
It reminds me when you watch the movie Sucker Punch, just how bad that was. Just this kind of this woman's doing all this. There's no way. It's stupid.
It's unbelievable. Whoa. See, I can understand her with the bow and arrow, fighting people from a distance, but when she gets into hand-to-hand combat... See, here's the thing. There's a manga series called Gunsmith Cats. I absolutely love it.
Yes.
Riley Vincent's the main character. She is an amazing car driver and amazing with guns. Mm-hmm. She got into a fist fight with the big guy. She was down in 2 punches. She got hit in the face and punched in the gut, and she passed out.
Right.
Because she's a 5'5", 125-pound woman who got punched in the gut by a 6'4", 260-pound guy, and she literally blacked out from being punched in the gut.
You gotta remember though, that was back in the 90s, and even the creator of Gunsmith Cats always said,
Kenichi Sonata,
you have to have a realm of realism.
It's the illusion of realism,
and that's what he said. He goes, I couldn't have her beat this man fist to fist. It would not be physically possible.
Could she beat him in a gunfight and shoot him from a distance? Yeah, all day, every day. Yeah. But he closed the gap on her.
Could she sneak up, maybe kick him in the balls and keep kicking him there and maybe beat him that way?
She also carries a taser on her, too.
Yeah, that too.
See, even her friend May can't beat up anyone. She's a great explosive expert, but she can't beat anyone.
Yeah, she gets kidnapped all the time.
Yeah.
Because she's just a little lady.
Yeah. A little lady.
But not this Kate Bishop. Did you know she learned karate at 15? That somehow they think that explained everything away.
So you should tell me,
remember when you were in the mountains of Tibet and you fought all the monks up there, and then geez, let's just give her all these things.
So she's a new Iron Fist now. Yeah. she went there and did all that.
So you're telling me the kids from Cobra Kai could be doing this crap right now?
Yeah, they could be the next Avengers. They could because they learned karate.
This is the name Danny?
Yeah.
And
doesn't explain anything.
I
mean, watch the montage at the beginning of the episode with the credits. It doesn't explain it.
Well, she learned to shoot the bow and arrow. Okay, she should be good at that and nothing else.
Yeah. Right. And then maybe you can have...
She should be good at run fu. You run away from your problems.
Yeah.
No. She should... The Prince of Holland ass. I gotta get out of here. But I don't know. It just makes you go. Same thing when I see these little kids, like when I see Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. Well, what if a bad guy shows up with a gun? Like, what's she gonna do? She's a little kid.
But the thing is, at least she has powers. This woman has no powers.
No.
She has nothing.
The powers of being able to hear people through air vents and learning karate at 15.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Of a privileged white girl.
Again,
with really bad friends.
Did you have to understand? We suspend disbelief because when we see She-Hulk, she's super strong. It makes sense that she can beat the crap out of people and not decimate them. She has nothing to...
And Black Widow had super training.
Yeah,
and Clint Barton was Black Ops. Okay, these are adults that went through a lot of stuff. This is like her first... Again, like I said, they would have thrown that thing about her getting into a lot of street fights. Okay, then
that would have helped a little bit.
Okay, now she knows how to throw a punch and hurt people. This might be the first time she ever actually physically hurt someone outside of like a competition.
Yeah. Right, and that's what throws everything off. Yeah.
Again, I don't know. Whatever. Next week, who knows? I don't know. People say that the viewership has dropped off huge on this.
I think it's a big disappointment. I think they were expecting something like probably Winter Soldier, and we didn't get that.
Yeah, that was a good series.
Winter Soldier, man, I can't wait.
There was some stupid woke stuff, but there was some pretty good pro-America stuff too, guys.
Exactly.
So it wasn't just always woke the whole time.
It was a mixed bag.
It was a mixed bag, just like in real life. Yeah. But anyways, we'll watch the whole series, but I'm not excited.
No, I'm not.
Crimson's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, you can contact us on any of the social media platforms in the description down below. And while you're here, be sure to click on one of the videos over on the right.